Dreams without goals
Come
are
on.
just dreams.
Come on.
And ultimately, they fuel disappointment.
Exactly.
On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline,
Come
but
on.
more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluwato Great. If you've always been here, you already know I appreciate your consistency. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. Do not forget to subscribe. It is very important that you do subscribe, as that goes a long way for the channel, and I would really appreciate it. I do quickly want to apologize for the sound of my voice today. I do have something called flu, so basically I have like mucus just blocked in my nostrils and I'm coughing a little bit. You would even see in the video that I was kind of low on energy, but I pulled through even though it was draining, but I made sure I pulled through. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. On the screen right now are some of the exercises we'll be doing today. They consist of Bulgarian splits, goblet squats, leg presses, calf raises, and glute bridge. So on the next clip, I just want to show you how I get to the Bulgarian split form. So what you want to do is you want to put one leg on the bench. That's going to be helping you, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's the one that's going to be assisting you with the split. So what you want to do is put one on the bench and then sit on that leg that's on the bench, stretch out the other leg, and then stand up. That's going to give you the idea of where you need to put your working leg so that you get comfortable with the technique. So just in case you're also curious on what muscle we're working right now, I've inserted a diagram on the screen for you to see that we are working the vastus lataris as well as the vastus medialis. So what you want to do, like I was doing earlier, is first of all try doing this move with body weight just to see how comfortable you get. Then you want to move into using weights, and this move can be very challenging. So that's why I started with lighter weight, and then I progressed into using a heavier weight. So we already know the lighter the weight, the more rep, the heavier the weight, the less rep. So that's what I'm doing here, and I was really struggling today, guys. I am so sick. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but I pulled through. Like I said, like I pulled through, okay? One other tip that I do have is when you do go down and you're coming back up, don't go all the way up like I'm doing here. What that does is add some more tension to the quads. And also remember, you can also use this move for glutes. That's why you need to be thinking about the muscle you're working, which is your quads. So when you're doing this move, you don't want to go all the way up, so you can keep the tension in the quads, like I said, and you want to stand straight and not tilted down, because when you're tilting down, that means you're focusing on your glutes instead of your quads. As per the next move on our list, we'll be doing the goblet squat, and on the screen I have picked the an image of the muscles that we'll be working. Again, we'll be working the vastus lataris as well as the vastus medialis, and a couple more of muscles on our quads. So I'm going to keep stressing the mind to muscle connection, because with this move you really want to keep your knees and your legs very close together. So when you keep your mind on the move, it reminds you to make sure that your legs are still very close together. Of course, when you go down, your knees are going to be trying to go wide apart, but when you keep your mind to the move and the muscles that you're working, it's going to make it easy for you to remind yourself to keep your legs closed so that you can easily target the muscles that we're trying to work. Moving right along, we're going to now start with leg presses. Here I'm going to be doing some progressive overload. So I'm starting first with 20 kgs on each sides of the machine, and I'm just going to sit myself nice and pretty and start pressing. Now it's very important, your leg placement is actually very important. I'm going to insert a picture so that you know exactly where you're trying to target in terms of muscles. Again, you're gonna get tired of me when I say mind to muscle connection. I'd like for you to pay attention to how I'm pressing the machine. I'm not pressing it all the way up. I'm making sure to keep the tension in like we did with the goblet squats, just to make sure that the muscle is really receiving all the contraction it needs. So now I'm starting to overload again. I'm just adding 15 kgs on each side and doing the same thing, but obviously using different leg placements for different parts of my legs. This leg placement for me really helps me target the muscle on top of my knees as well as my calves. So I was basically doing this as a last set for this leg presses, and it was also for me to activate my calves, because that's the move we're going to be doing next. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, PT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. This current leg placement that I'm doing, I don't know if you're noticing that my legs are open and wide apart. This one is supposed to move, it's supposed to target rather my glutes, as I'll be doing glute bridges. So this is also supposed to just activate my glutes and get it prepared for some work, honey. Just a quick reminder to not forget to click the red button that says subscribe. That does help the channel's growth. Thank you. I can't even find a right now I'm just stuck inside a crib on my own. Soon as I feel up. So we have this lovely machine at the gym where I work out at, and it's supposed to work your calves. So what you do is just add those plates on there, put your feet on that thingy over there and start raising your calves. This is actually very effective. I could feel my muscles contracting so heavy, like I had to take so many rests because I could feel my calves, like they were really targeted. And again, you want to think about the muscle you're working so that you're not just mindlessly doing your exercises. So yeah, let's get it. This is just a friendly reminder for you to not forget to click on the subscribe button down below. That does help the channel and the channel's growth. Thank you. So the last move on our agenda today is glute focused. I'm just doing glute bridges with resistance band. So what you want to do is go up when you go down, go up. When you get up, you spread your hips apart like an abduction. So that's basically what's just going on here. And I did this, I wasn't even counting, I was just doing it until I could feel a burn, and I enjoyed it. So this next move is actually not part of our list, but I decided to do it because I still had some time on my hands, and I decided to do leg raises. Also here, I wasn't really counting, I was just going on and on until I started feeling the pain, and I needed to rest, and that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Okay, so before I leave you guys, I would like to ask that you please click on the red button that says subscribe and click on the notification bell down below, as that does help the channel's growth, and it does really help me stay consistent. So do not forget to do that. Thank you.